You built your LLC from nothing. Late nights, tough clients, decisions that kept you up at 3 a.m., and now someone wants to buy it. That should feel like winning, right? But here's the thing most business owners never see coming. According to the Exit Planning Institute, more than 50% of business sale deals fall apart before closing. Not because the business wasn't valuable, but because the owner didn't know the legal steps, didn't understand their own valuation, and walked into negotiations completely unprepared. So today, we're fixing that. Whether you've already got a buyer knocking on your door or you're just thinking about an exit, years from now, this video will walk you through exactly what you need to do, step by step, legally and strategically, to sell your LLC the right way and get the best possible price. Stay until the end because I'm going to cover a mistake in the valuation section that costs sellers tens of thousands of dollars and almost nobody talks about it. Let's get into it. Know what you're actually selling before you do anything else, before you talk to a buyer, before you hire a broker, before you list your business anywhere. You need to understand one fundamental thing: what exactly are you selling? Because when it comes to an LLC, you have two very different types of sales. The first is a membership interest sale. This is where you sell your ownership stake in the LLC itself. The buyer steps into your shoes as a member. The LLC continues to exist. This is simpler from a transfer standpoint, but buyers often push back because they inherit all the liabilities of the company, known and unknown. The second is an asset sale. This is where the LLC sells its individual assets: equipment, inventory, intellectual property, customer contracts, goodwill. The LLC entity stays with you, but everything valuable inside it transfers. This is more common, especially with smaller LLCs, because buyers prefer the clean slate. Your operating agreement, that founding document you either ignored or hopefully had drafted properly, controls how membership interests can be transferred. Some operating agreements require consent from all members before any sale. Some give existing members the right of first refusal, meaning they get to buy you out before any outside buyer can. If you don't know what your operating agreement says, go read it right now, or better yet, have a legal professional review it. Services like Rocket Lawyer or Harbor Compliance can connect you with attorneys who specialize in exactly this kind of business transaction, and they won't cost you what a traditional law firm would. Knowing your sales structure upfront saves you from negotiating a deal that your own legal documents won't allow. Get your legal house in order. Once you know your structure, it's time to get everything clean, documented, and audit ready. Because the moment a serious buyer shows interest, the first thing they'll ask for is due diligence, and if your records are a mess, deals die. Here's the legal checklist you need to work through. Number 1, update your operating agreement. If it hasn't been touched since formation, it probably needs amendments. Make sure ownership percentages, voting rights, and transfer procedures are clearly defined. Number 2, resolve any open disputes or lawsuits. A pending lawsuit is a massive red flag for buyers. If there's anything unresolved, a supplier conflict, an employee grievance, a customer claim, deal with it before you go to market. Number 3, clean up your contracts. Customer agreements, vendor contracts, leases, all of these need to be reviewed for assignability. Some contracts have clauses that void them automatically upon a change of ownership. You need to know which ones those are. Number 4, confirm your business is in good standing. Your LLC needs to be active, compliant, and current on all state filings and annual reports. This is where Harbor Compliance is genuinely useful. They specialize in keeping businesses compliant across all 50 states, so if you've been sloppy about filings, they can clean that up fast. Number 5, separate your personal and business finances. This should already be done, but if it isn't, fix it immediately. Commingled finances destroy credibility with buyers and create massive tax headaches. Getting legally clean isn't just about impressing buyers, it protects you from post-sale liability. Because deals don't always end cleanly, and the cleaner your paperwork, the less exposure you have after the money changes hands. Valuing your LLC. Alright, this is the section most people get wrong, and I promised you a mistake that costs sellers tens of thousands of dollars. Here it is. Most LLC owners value their business based on revenue. Buyers value it based on profit. More specifically, buyers are looking at something called SDE, Seller's Discretionary Earnings, or for larger businesses, EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. This is the real number buyers use to calculate what your business is worth. Now, here are the 3 most common valuation methods used for LLCs. Method 1, the earnings multiplier. Take your annual STE and multiply it by an industry standard multiple, typically 2x to 4x for small businesses, sometimes higher for tech or recurring revenue businesses. This is the most common method for small to mid-size LLCs. Method 2, asset-based valuation. Add up the fair market value of all your assets, equipment, inventory, intellectual property, and subtract your liabilities. This works best for asset-heavy businesses like manufacturing or real estate. Method 3, market comparables. Look at what similar businesses in your industry have sold for recently. Platforms like BizBuySell publish data on comparable transactions, and a good broker can pull industry comps for you. Now here's the pro move most sellers miss. Before you go to market, do what's called recasting your financials. This means adjusting your earnings to add back legitimate owner expenses, your salary, personal vehicle, phone, health insurance that inflated your expenses and suppressed your profit on paper. After recasting, your STE goes up, and a higher STE means a higher valuation. This is not manipulation. This is standard practice in business sales, and buyers expect it. But if you don't do it, you are essentially leaving money on the table. If you want help getting your business structured cleanly before a sale, whether it's your operating agreement, your registered agent status, or your entity compliance, companies like Northwest Registered Agent and ZenBusiness are trusted resources that thousands of business owners use to stay organized and protected, finding a buyer and structuring the deal. Now that you know your number, let's talk about how to actually sell. You have three main options for finding a buyer. Option 1. Sell to an insider, a co-founder, a key employee, or even a loyal customer. This is often the smoothest path because there's already trust and familiarity. Many of these deals are structured as seller finance transactions where the buyer pays you over time from future business profits. Option 2. Use a business broker. Brokers list your business, find qualified buyers, manage content entirely, and negotiate on your behalf. They typically charge 8 to 12% of the sale price. For businesses under $1 million, this is usually worth it. Option 3. Go to market directly. List on platforms like BizBuySell, Flippa, or Acquire.com. Works best for online businesses or highly documented, systemized operations. Once you have a buyer, here's how deal structure typically works. First comes the letter of intent, or LOI. This is a non-binding document outlining the key terms, price, payment structure, what's included, and the exclusivity period during which you stop talking to other buyers. Then comes due diligence. The buyer verifies everything you've told them. Tax returns, contracts, customer data, financials. This usually takes 30 to 90 days and is the most stressful part of the sale. Then comes the purchase agreement, the binding legal contract. This document covers representations and warranties, indemnification clauses, non-compete agreements, and closing conditions. Do not sign this without a lawyer. Speaking of which, if you want affordable legal document review and attorney consultations as you go through this process, LegalZoom and Rocket Lawyer both offer subscription-based legal services specifically designed for business owners navigating complex transactions. Tax implications. You can't ignore. Let's talk about taxes, because selling your LLC without a tax strategy is like running a marathon and tripping at the finish line. The tax treatment of your sale depends heavily on your sales structure. In an asset sale, different assets are taxed differently. Inventory, ordinary income rates, equipment, depreciation recapture, goodwill, usually capital gains, which is the favorable rate you want. In a membership interest sale, the gain is typically treated as capital gains, which is lower than ordinary income tax rates. This is why how your deal is structured has a direct impact on how much you actually keep after taxes. Buyers often prefer asset sales, sellers often prefer membership interest sales. This creates a negotiation point, and sometimes sellers will accept a slightly lower price in exchange for a more favorable tax structure. A few strategies to reduce your tax burden. Installment sales spread your income over multiple years, keeping you in a lower bracket each year. Qualified opportunity zone investing and defer capital gains if you reinvest in designated areas. And if you're over 50 and selling, a charitable remainder trust can be a powerful estate planning tool. The bottom line, consult a CPA and a tax attorney before you sign anything. The money you spend on good advice here will come back to you many times over. Selling your LLC is one of the biggest financial events of your life. And the difference between a great exit and a disaster almost always comes down to preparation. Know your sales structure. Get legally clean, value your sale correctly, structure the deal smart, and protect your number with a solid tax strategy. If you're just starting your LLC journey or you want to structure your business right from day one so it's sellable someday, check out the tools I mentioned in this video. Northwest, ZenBusiness, Tailor Brands, Swyft Filings, and Ink Authority are all solid starting points depending on where you are in your business journey. Links are in the description below. And if this video helped you, smash that like button, share it with a fellow business owner who needs to hear this, and subscribe because we're dropping new content on LLCs, legal strategy, and business building every single week. I'll see you in the next one.